Alright, well, Tropical Storm Yagi, the annoying goat, as I've kind of started coining it, and really quite the case today. Tropical storm to say the least, but right now just seeing some light to moderate showers, kind of what we expected. It's getting wrapped up with the rainy season front. It's kind of on and off. It's raining, then it's not really what you would call a tropical storm. Yeah, if you're out in Tokyo today, you have your umbrella ready, it's more or less rainy season front, not so much tropical system, but it's keeping everybody with their umbrella nearby, and yeah, just dampening up the day, and as I coined it, the annoying goat. So thanks for watching though. Here is the rest of the update.
Now this is the latest satellite imagery here of Yagi as it does continue to pull off there towards the northeast. Actually slowed down quite considerably today. Was moving at about 35 kilometers per hour, now down to about 20. Still pretty fast paced, but expected to continue to slow after that effects of the stationary boundary. It slowly drifts off there towards the east, and then it's just going to get pushed in between a high pressure here, a high pressure here, and a high pressure here. That stationary boundary there. Well, where is the storm going to go? Not much of anywhere. It's going to continue to linger here. That is where the problems are going to come in if you are here in the Tokai region, even across the Kanto area, in the Izu Islands, right in this area. You're going to start to see this heavy rainfall going through the day on Wednesday as it does continue to push off here. That is when this rain is going to start to wrap around the system. Remember, we have these cyclonic winds that come around it, or counterclockwise wind. Water vapor also showing a pretty abundant amount of upper level moisture throughout this area. If you're on the west side, if you're in Kyushu, Shikoku, don't worry about it. I know a lot of the earlier runs had it pushing off here towards Kyushu, around Shikoku area, and you were probably prepping up for some heavy rainfall. You're going to see somewhat sunny skies, actually, partly cloudy skies, even down there towards Okinawa. Storms moving away from you, don't worry about it. You can see here, actually, most of the models really just kept it pushing off there towards the north, slowly meandering, and then slowly looping back around while it does continue to dissipate just off the coastline. So do not expect a land-falling tropical system either. Here, actually showing you the official tracking from JMA, showing a very similar output. It does meander it very, very slowly and pushes down here towards the south. Now, this is actually what the European model is showing you here. If we zoom in here, now we have our system here. This is going through Tuesday, or actually Wednesday, early morning, slowly drifting off there towards the northeast. Now, I like the European model because it's very, very high res. And you can see this moisture wrapping around it, very dry in the western periphery, just like what we're seeing there on the satellite picture. Let's take a look out towards Wednesday afternoon. It does slowly push off there towards the northeast. Izu Islands, you're getting hit by some heavy rainfall. Tokai region, which is right in here, and even there towards Kanagawa, and then Chiba. I know we have a lot of military people watching. You're in Kanagawa here along the bay. You're going to be seeing some persistent rain showers throughout the day on Wednesday into Thursday morning. Let's continue to look ahead. Now this is going into, well, Thursday morning, still seeing the showers there, but look at our system. You see this gradient here? It's getting weaker and weaker. Our winds are getting less and less. Actually, if we pull up the winds right here, now this is by Thursday morning. You can see only a little bit. And these oranges are indicating tropical storm strength winds, so not seeing it much anymore. As far as the coastline, you're going to be seeing the rough waves. So let's actually go back here. This is now by Wednesday evening. You can see these winds coming ashore. Now, actually, Yokosuka is only expecting, at least the military base out there, only expecting about 25 knot wind gusts. I think a few areas could see a little bit higher than that. Not too much. The highest winds are going to be out here in the Izu Islands, all these small islands out here. Believe it or not, actually, fun fact, these are part of Tokyo Prefecture, so sometimes you see Tokyo under some red warnings on their on the advisories on the webpage for JMA, but sometimes they may be talking about these areas. I know that right now they're probably showing high wave warnings. Actually, let's check that. And yes, they are under an advisory. I'm sure Tokyo, here in Tokyo Bay, is not seeing high wave advisories right now. So sometimes you may see that out here, and I'm sure if you're right near the coast in the bay, you're not seeing the waves. We're talking Ogasawara and Izu Islands. So let's continue to look through this model. This is now going again into Thursday. Storm continuing to weaken out. If we zoom back, you can see the high pressures. I'm talking about buffering this right now. Let's let that buffer. High pressure over here towards the east. Well, that's continuing to keep it off. Then we have this one off here towards the north. And then another one actually just off screen here towards the west. And that is why he is just going to continue to sit here, our little goat storm, being rather annoying. And then let's continue to look ahead. Let's push it a little bit ahead farther into Friday. and it meanders farther back down there towards the south and really weakens off. By this time, it's really going to start to become an upper level low, just continuing to fall apart. If we take a look at the moisture actually for this time frame, there's not much left in it. See, that's the same thing. Rainy season front still over Japan. That's what you're seeing out here. Expecting those rain showers even extend out towards the weekend. We're going to continue to see that even just north of Okinawa, Kyushu. So the rainy season still a major factor. Now I'm continuing to pull it back here towards the southwest because I want to talk about something else. Let's pull back up the European model with the winds here. Now this is Saturday. Whoa! Yeah, that right there. And I'm sure if we looked at this earlier when you were talking about that ensemble models here, all the numerous models, if you were paying attention, you would have seen this over here. Potentially of a tropical system coming out of this. Now none of the models are really all too strong on it. They're possibly a tropical depression, maybe a weak tropical storm, most of them are calling. What we had was a lot of moisture kicked up out here from Yagi as it pulled just towards the east of the Philippines off there towards the north. Remember we were talking about that southwest monsoon enhancement? Well, now we're seeing that heavy moisture really across this area. And if it wasn't for the high amount of vertical wind shear associated with the rainy season boundary right here, I would say, hey, you are possibly going to get some organization together. But right now, since this is so far south, I don't see it all so much. But there still is a risk of this kind of meandering off towards the north, coming ashore around Hainan, Vietnam, southeastern China. Last thing you need is a tropical system to come ashore right now, though. I mean, this area really has been getting hit by quite considerable amount of flooding the last several weeks. Now, we take a look at the GFS. This is Thursday and the Friday. A little low pressure trying to develop there. Very, very weak, at least on this model. NavGem keeps it stronger European. You just saw a second ago, does have that circulation, pushes ashore. But my main worry is that even if it does come ashore here, just west of Hong Kong, pushes off here, what we are going to see is wrap around it is this moisture that very well could bring that risk of some flooding out across Fujian, Guangdong province, very well possibly here, as it does continue to push overhead. So let's continue to keep an eye on it throughout the next several days. At this time, already people out here know what flooding is like, and I think that this is going to bring the potential of yet further flooding, though. But that is all for right now, everybody. Please check the webpage. Also, we've been seeing some flooding out into Thailand. We put out an article on that as well. And if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please post them down in the comment box below. Thanks for watching the whole update. Thanks for sharing that weather share with me earlier. And yeah, stay safe out there, everybody. I hope you have a great day.